Yes? Perfect. Okay, hi guys. Okay, for those that don't know me or are yet to meet me, my name is Leigh Bray and I'm an area manager and independent consultant with Arbonne International. So where do I start from this incredible weekend and the experience that I've had at the area retreat? So if I could bottle it up and give you the bottle to experience what I've had, everything from what I've learned, what I felt, what I embraced, the experience, the whole weekend, from the amazing people that hosted it, to our EMVPs that spoke and lectured to us, just being among other Arbonne people who are so like-minded, that in the same vision and passion that we have, and through to all the wealth of knowledge and all the trainings that all our guys gave to us as well. It was just incredible and so invaluable that I can't thank them enough for an event like that they've put on. So through the whole event, it was just explicit. Do you know what I mean? It was just like the finesse, the start, the music, the ambience. It just from start to finish, it just had this just Arbonne elegance about it. It was absolutely beautiful, from the table designs to our gifts on the tables, to the effects, the lighting, to the music that Ella Harper all put on. And then in the evening, well, just the whole white party and the table settings that Yvonne did. It was just a vision. You know, we all have our visions and stuff, but it was just a vision that was just created for us, and it was just beautiful. So the theme of all the trainings this for our area retreat was all about time. So I'm going to go on a little bit about that. But before I do, can we all get our goals that we set at the beginning of the month and just have a little reread over what you wrote for your goals? Because guys, we still have 2 weeks left in March. And I'm telling you now, after this weekend, 2 weeks is a lifetime and everything is still massively achievable. So those goals that you've got are still realistic and still achievable by the end of this month. So, as I said, the wonderful Ella Harper, she started the conference, but she did all the media design, she did all the music, she has this fantastic graphical creativeness about her, and it was just beautiful. So she opened the first training on time, and she made some really valid points on how we spend and waste so much time every day, and how time influences us in all the decisions that we make, and how we make time a massive excuse in our lives. So I just wanted to base tonight's training on 5 key points that I sort of took away. I took away so many, but I've had to narrow it down for 30 minutes, just to sort of like give you, just hope you get closer to your goals really, and also give you a bit of an insight and that hunger and challenge, because I want you all there next year, just to envisage it and to be part of our team, just to be all there as areas, and even RVPs would be just amazing, all our white cars all lined up. So we're going to go with vision, belief, time, planning and action. So vision. So EMVP Carolyn McFarlane did an absolutely amazing visualization, and this was on the Sunday. And I was sat on the front row. So I felt like the first day I was sat on the back row on a black table, and I took it all in and the connection was there. But sitting on that front row, you feel like they're actually talking directly to you. And I absorbed it all so much. But she spoke about creating a masterpiece. So our vision has to be a masterpiece, and we have to live it and we have to breathe it. So we all have vision boards, and they are so key, and the pictures that we're sharing, but we have to share them with everybody. We have to make them visual, that we are seeing them every moment of the day, whether or not it's on our phone, on the fridge, with our children, even creating vision boards with our children to see what their visions are for what they want in their future. One of the things that she did say to me is that whatever happens between the time of being age 2 and 7 will impact most of your life somewhere along the lines. So whether or not you've had a negative impact somewhere along your line in the ages of 2 to 7, somewhere along your line in your lifetime, that can impact you. So I'm going to get you to visualize something that we did. And for me, I visualized this many a time before, but just never in this way. We did the Mercedes. So she got us all to close our eyes, And she got us to picture the car that we envisaged to purchase to drive away for our white Mercedes. And she got us to hold the keys, and she got us to open the door for our Mercedes, sit in the car, feel and smell the leather, put your hands on the steering wheels and feel the leather of the steering wheel. Put the keys in the ignition, look around the car to see who is sat with you on this amazing journey that you've taken. Turn the keys on the ignition, put your SoundCloud on, and drive off. And it touched me in a massive way that I've never done before. Yeah, the tears started to come. But I've never visualized it like that before. I've always visualized the picture on my Facebook page, and that's the car I'm going to get. But I was quite overwhelmed by it all. And whether or not it was the fact that in my head, I've got that car now, and that gratitude for my achievements. And I think it was that sort of overwhelming achievement gratitude, rather than that's what I'm going to, that I'm not, not having it as such. But we all have the same vision on our vision boards, because that's the process in our business. That's the levels that we go through, and that's the pathway that we're all taking. So what I want you to do is take that picture and start to visualizing it in a way that you've never done before, in every part of your vision board. Whether or not you've got a house that you want to build, or you've got a car that you want to drive, or a holiday, start researching it, start to make it real, because guys, it can be. So yeah, just basically just get a greater connection with it. So one of her quotes was, "The vision is the art of seeing what is truly visible to others." So go and get those vision boards and get them visible, guys. So the next one we're going to talk about is belief. And quite a few of the guys spoke about beliefs in so many different ways throughout the whole presentation in the event. And a lot of it was on mindset as well. But one of the things that EMVP now, isn't she, Joanna Bonnet, mentioned was we have to be open to change. Our mind can be transformed, and to do something different if you go and want something different, and discover what is stopping you, whether or not it's your mindset, whether or not it's your own beliefs. And a lot of it is, guys, it's our own beliefs in ourselves. It's not someone saying no to us, it's actually us anticipating that. And to be the best you that you can be, and stop comparing yourselves to others. Just be true to yourself, as people will connect with you. Love yourself and step into greatness. Leanne also, a lot of the new RVPs all got on stage as well, and they all talked about getting to region and their little journey between area and region, because obviously that's where I'm going next. And she was wonderful, as usual. And Leanne, so she also had a little segment on there, and I loved her quotes and her tips. And she said, leave the old you behind and become what and who you deserve to be. And I think that's so true. We all deserve who we should be. And we're only here for such a short time. And that's that word again, time. We're only here for a speck. A speck. So we need to make sure that we're using it to the best of our abilities, because once that time is gone, we don't get it back. So moving on to number 3, time. So EMVP Bill McFarlane did a massive, great training, as he usually does. And he did a very practical one as well. So to get the best out of our day, we also have to have, and we all have the same time, 24 hours in a day, but we all choose what we do with it differently. And we all manage it in so many different ways. We always say we need more, and that we don't have enough of it, or it's just that we don't use it to its full potential. But he did a demo in a glass, and I expect we've all heard it, but I'm just going to go through it again. You had a glass vase, and the vase represented our day. Then you put rocks into it, but he had tennis balls, and our tennis balls represent the big things that we need to achieve in that day. Then the pebbles represented all the next things that needed to be done. Then the sand was filling in the gaps, and then the water was anything that was left. And he represented that as the rocks being all the important stuff, like our Arbonne meetings, our training calls, our full-time jobs if we still have those, and anything that we feel that's like the children or running around for them, school pickups, anything that we can't, that's set in stone week in, week out, needs to be put in the diary first. And the next thing was the pebbles. So the pebbles comes into things like our little launches, because they change from week to week, our one-to-ones, maybe dentist appointments or whatever they need to be put in next. Now, the sand was filling in the gaps. Now, we all need to take time out for ourselves to develop ourselves in the ways that we want to be. But if we always keep on running and we don't take time for ourselves, we're going to burn out. So he says that that's really, really important. So the sand can be the gym, it could be reading, it could be self-development, whatever you want it to make it be. But the water, you can class that as your chill out time. So that could be a little bit of TV, unwinding before bed, or it could be your housework, putting in the washing, or however you want to spend that. But what he just basically said is that we all need to schedule in advance. You can't schedule the day before. It has to be a week, a month, a year in advance. And when it comes to our RBOB business, if this is what we truly want, and you'll know it, then we need to schedule in our Zoom calls and our meetings a year in advance. So that's, so you know where everything is, all the big GTC events, or the AAC, there are rocks, there are what we need to know are set in stone. Because as I said to you before, when it's gone, and we don't get any of that time back. And life isn't a dress rehearsal, and time is very precious. So you have to choose it wisely and who you want to spend it with and what you spend it on. Then we move on to planning. So this was also trained on and talked out throughout the event in so many different ways. But this is crucial in every aspect of our personal life and our business if we want this to succeed. And we all do, truly we all do. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. So the planner, Tamlin Samuel and her husband did a fantastic training. They did like a video training from Aussie. And it was quite funny actually, because their little boy, they were in their office and their little boy was going on those Smoby cars back and forth through the glass windows. So they're doing a training and that's what you could see. And it was nice to see how the family were all a part of this. But yeah, she did it. She showed us around her Aussie office and how everything was all planned out. Everything was so organized. Like she had her gold bags in a box. Then she had her team gifts and her hostess gifts in a box, all ready to go for that month. She then had send outs and invitations and everything else already in another box. She had planners and visions all the way around the room. Things that she said is a lot of our planners and our diaries go hour to hour. And she said to get ourselves a planner that it has 15-minute slots, which is a must, because you'll find out you'll have more time in the day if you start to plan in that sort of time frame. Yeah, her organization was just impeccable. She's just an amazing lady. Listen to her SoundClouds, all the Tammy and Samuel SoundClouds are just, I listen to her a lot going to Area, to be honest. So we all need to focus on this, as this is key to our success. Bill also spoke about it, and as I said to you about before, about the vase and the pebbles, and about filling our diaries. So if you put the rocks and stuff about filling our diaries, as I said to you before, so we need to put in the rocks in your diary first. So all the big events need to go into the diary first. So you can see those straight in every month on your calendar, every year, you can see it all up in front of you as a vision. And then from that, then you've got your little pebbles. And your pebbles can be like the rehearsals or the little one-to-ones or your launches, because they'll be put in next. And then you can put your gym sessions in. But also what Tamlin said is that you need to either block out an hour and a half slot 3 times a day. That's what she does. So she goes from, if I'm correct, she goes from 9 till 10:30 in the morning, she blocks out. Then or it could be 10 till 11:30, one of those anyway. And then she goes from about 1 till 2:30. And then she goes from 7 to 8:30, as they say. And then the rest of the day, they spend on the beach doing lifestyle and enjoying themselves while every other person is in their office working. So to block it. But you can also do it the Eric Worre way, which is every hour spend 15 minutes. Whichever works for you. We all have different ways of working. So also, when going back to filling our diaries, we also need to think that the big things need to be the team trainings, the Zoom calls, the Arbonne conferences, our socials as well. I think us as a group, when being there with all these other people, I just realized that how important that is for us to gel and connect and be as one. And also to plan for the year ahead. So our vision is not just for the here and the now, but it's actually for our future. And then comes the pebbles, as I said to you before, our launches and our product parties, and then the sand and the water. So you need to make time for yourself too, because we all need to grow. So when you look at your diary and your calendar, you should see the masses of time that you have and make the best impact of your day to day. And your business will grow and with the quality of time it deserves. Because I expect if you put in those little pockets of time, you see you have big chunks here and there that you could actually fill it with. So you could fill it with more Arbonne time, more one-to-ones, whatever you want to do to grow your business and make the best impact that you can make. Yes, we all need to plan to achieve our goals. We all need to write to-do lists as well. That was a big thing, is to write a to-do list, and then I sometimes write a list to do first as well. But always get the big things, the nasty things out the way first. So if there's something that's scaring you, then do that first. If it's a call to a few people that you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to them, just do it. Don't hold back. You're giving them such a wonderful gift, you know, and just do it. Where am I? But it's crucial for your success and also for your records, because if you have a bad month and you think, why have I not done this? Why are my stats like this? And you can look back and you can actually see your activity and you can see why you haven't achieved what you've needed to achieve in that sort of time frame. But if you have an amazing month and you want to duplicate that, or you want to go for your promotion, you might need to triple or quadruple or double your activity. And you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to reflect back through your and improve yourself. So this will also keep your focus and also help you make better decisions. So planning is everything. Spend your time wisely and give your time wisely, and be on time and keep to time, because you don't ever want to be late for something. It's key points. So the last one that we're going to go and do is action. And we got to hear from all the new, as I said to you before, the RVPs and action, and no matter what attitude ran throughout each. We need to take action on our vision for it to become reality. And they also said that Facebook, it's not going to get you to your goals. It's a tool, and it's a massive distraction and a time waster. One of the guys said to us, I need to speak to this person. I need to give them an email. Oh, look who's just pinged up. Or just check out, oh, he's seeing my ex-boyfriend. Oh, okay, well, what's he doing now? Oh, he's doing that. Oh, who's his new girlfriend? And before you know it, you've actually forgotten that call that you needed to make. Massive distraction. But we all do it. We just need to carry on. We've all joined Arbonne, all for different reasons. But you need to take responsibility for your own business and take action for your goals and your decisions that you're making for your vision to become reality for your future. So step out, get out of your comfort zone, get uncomfortable. How many times have we heard that? Stop putting off your goals, start thinking differently, and take every opportunity. So if someone offers you something, or if there's an opportunity to speak to somebody or go somewhere, they say, like, if there's a DA meeting in Leeds and it's a couple of hours away, go do it. It's an opportunity for you to maybe meet new people and see new people. But the more knowledge you have, the better you will grow. I have to say, the whole retreat was absolutely incredible. You know, to be able to sit and talk to all the EMVPs and the RVPs, and just to be in their presence and talk to them, and it was just incredible. And oh wow, you just truly have to be there. I wish I could bottle it up and give it to you all, but you have to be there with me next year. So I just want to say that our whole culture of Arbonne sets us apart massively from anything I've ever seen before. And what we represent, the elegance and the vision, and you know what Petra had to say to start with when he wanted to leave a vision and a legacy, and for us to become a better world, and to us to lead from the heart and to give big. And I have to say, we are doing that. We are so doing that. And it's just beautiful to see, really, really beautiful to see. So next year's retreat, I want us all to be there. So I want you to all put it on your vision boards, and I want you to start to make this happen, because it is so doable. I'm proof of it. It is. It's just doable. It's all about belief and mindset, but you need to shake yourselves up and start to get uncomfortable. So I would like to challenge all of you that over the next few months, I would like you to read an Eye on Arbonne, EOA, every day. I want you to start with the UK ones first, because I want you to get inspired about the people that are around us, because they're incredible. And one day, very soon, one of those EOAs is going to be one of us. How incredible would that be, guys? So that's me, and that's my amazing weekend. And I just, if anybody wants to ask any more questions, I'm buzzing, but I've only got half an hour to tell you everything that I want to tell you. So we've got region training at 9:30. So go and get yourselves all sorted for that. But if you want to open up and you want to have a quick chat now for 5 minutes, that would be fantastic.
Leigh.
Yeah.
Leigh. Who was the SoundCloud?
Which one? I listen to Tamlin Samuel.
Thank you.
I listen to her quite a lot. Leading up to her and her husband are just they're brilliant, really brilliant.
Thank you.
Fantastic, guys. So have you all had a good week? Are you all ready for GTC?
Oh,
no one's answering.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Are we all getting excited?
Giddy.com.
Oh, tell me about it. So 3
Hey,
weeks yesterday.
Don't forget, I go away on Saturday.
This coming Saturday, Julia?
Yeah, I fly into LA on Saturday, and we're doing a bit of a road trip with the kids.
Wow.
And so I'm away for just over 3 weeks. How wonderful is that?
Oh,
woohoo!
And I ended it with you girls. Hey!
You're going to have an amazing time.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolute ball. Can I ask you girls, do we need long frocks or anything like that?
I don't think we've got any. We haven't planned anything specifically right now. I think we're gonna try and put a few events together, whether or not it's an afternoon or an evening dinner or something. But I think it's more just smart cash. It's going to be hot. I've been told it's going to be hot.
So I don't need a ball gown then?
No, you don't need a ball gown. Don't need a ball gown. I'm fretting at the moment. I've still got to try and find a white dress. Oh, do you know what? All up until Area, I had this white dress that I ordered. It was my dress. Wasn't going to try it on until I got to Area. A week after I got into Area, I then opened it up, tried it on, and I thought, oh, I don't like it.
Oh, goodness gracious. What size are you, Leigh?
A 10.
Oh, well, you're too small. No, I've got a really nice one that's too small for me, but it's not a 10.
Yeah, so I have found a couple. I'm just waiting for them to be delivered. But yeah, it's, I didn't realise buying white was so hard.
Oh, no, it is. It is. It absolutely is. Oh, fantastic. Oh,
just to tell you, on the Grand Awards evening, they tend to dress up, but not in the MVPs put ball gowns on because they're walking the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we just have to dress nicely.
Yeah. How many times have you been, Kim?
Twice.
Right, okay. Oh, get you.
Yeah. It'll blow your mind.
I'm so looking forward to it. I really, really am. I'm not looking forward to the flight over to LA. I think it's about 9 hours. because that's where we're flying into next Saturday. Well, we're flying to Heathrow and then over to LA. But
you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, it'll be good.
Perfect, guys. Okay. Well, I shall see you in a bit.
See you at 9:30.
You shall.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, girls.
Thanks, Lee.